Hello, Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? I hope that you all are doing great and having fun in learning English. So, firstly, tell me, my voice is clear to all of you? My voice is clear? Okay. How are you all? Good. Okay, I'm good too. Okay, fine. So, this is our very first session, right? So, in our today's session, it will be kind of introductory, and I will tell you the difference between spoken English skills and communication skills. But before that, I will take introduction of yours, okay? I'm sharing screen with you guys. Okay, firstly, let me introduce myself. Then you have to introduce yourself, okay? If you are not able to, okay, if you are not able to understand what I'm trying to say, stop me right there and you can ask, okay? And also let me clear you one more thing. We're not allowed to speak Urdu in this class. We all are here to learn English, right? We are here because we think there are some flaws in our English because it is not our mother language. It is we are learning this language as a second language. So it is fine to make mistakes. It is fine to do mistakes, to speak it incorrectly. It is fine. So don't feel any kind of hesitation that your English is not good. Obviously, you pay for it because you want to polish your spoken English skills, right? Okay. So my name is Amna Amir and I'm your spoken English instructor, and I'm doing BBA honors from Punjab University. Also, I'm a YouTuber and I upload content on YouTube that is about spoken English, that are about not grammatical stuff, but the techniques that will help students to learn English in a very short period of time. So in these sessions, we will also go with all the techniques that I will discuss with you. But let me clear you one thing. From our this day till our last day, you are not allowed to waste even a single day without practicing. You have to practice every single day. I know our classes are on weekends, on Saturday and Sunday, but it doesn't mean that um, you don't just bother about the remaining stuff. All of you don't need to feel confused, okay? Just relax and tell me. Firstly, tell me how many of you love English? Tell me in the chat box. How many of you love English? Honestly. Yes. Okay. Hmm. Yes, all of you. See, the purpose to ask this question is if you will not love English, so what will happen? You will feel exhausted. After 1 to 2 sessions, you will feel exhausted. So it is really important. What happens when you love something? You explore that thing. You will not feel exhausted. You will not feel bad. So that is why when you love this language, it will become easier for you to absorb it and to learn it and to explore it, right? Some of you here are beginners, some are intermediate level speakers, and some are advanced level speakers, right? So I will tell you each and everything about how from beginner to advanced level, how you can cover each and everything. We will cover tenses, we will cover the grammatical stuff, and also we will cover that how you can boost up your confidence. Clear? Now, I want you guys to introduce yourself firstly. How can you introduce yourself? Let me tell you. For introduction, it is not important that you know English. You just need to tell me your full name, okay? Then you have to tell me your current qualification, not your previous qualifications, current qualification. Next, where do you live and what is the specialty of your location? Very simple. Now, I want you guys to raise your hand. Now, this class will all about speaking and listening. So we'll not focus more on texting and chatting in the comment box. You have to raise your hand and tell me, okay? Yes, Rayan. Okay. Yes, Ajwa Khalil, you can unmute yourself and introduce yourself. Yes. Okay. Yes, Sophia Amir, you can unmute yourself.
Assalamu alaikum, miss. My name
Walaikum
is Sophia Amir.
salam.
I'm currently doing my A levels from LGS. I'm in last year of A levels in A2, and I live in Lahore near Babla Town, NFC society. And one thing which I like about my society is the peacefulness. So, yeah.
Okay. Okay, fine. So, what is the special thing of your area? Okay, yes, Sophia, you can unmute yourself and tell me what is a special thing of your area? Any specific thing like food or any historical place or what? Okay. Yes, Mariam, you can unmute yourself.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
My name is Mariam Tisham and I live in Sahiwal, and its speciality is cows, and I love the food and everything about my city. And I am doing a bachelor's in English, and I'm in the last year of my BS.
Okay, so why you want to speak English? Yes, you can unmute yourself, Mariam. Why you want to speak English?
Definitely, it's international language, and I want to explore the world, and I want to know each and everything to the extent I can learn, obviously. And I want to communicate with other people and want to excel in my practical life, because English is the necessity of the era, and it's the important thing.
Good. Okay, Mariam, good. Glad to hear from your side. Yes, Arida Amjad, you can unmute yourself.
My name is Arida Amjad, and I'm currently doing BSc Honors Clinical Psychology from King Edward, and I live in Lahore near Wabda town. The speciality of my location is it is connected to many of the marketplaces like Township, BIA Road, and the people, the community here is very strong, which seems to be lacking in many other societies. Thank
Why
you.
you want to speak English?
I actually work as a tutor. So as a freelancer, I found that a good spoken English would help me to find better job opportunities.
Very good. Good introduction and good explanation, Arida. Appreciate it. Yes, Mariam Aziz, you can unmute yourself. Yes, you can unmute yourself. Okay. PC, you can unmute yourself. Try to rename yourself, okay? Yes, you can unmute yourself. Okay. Okay, I don't know whether your mics are not working or what. Okay, so let me tell you what is the purpose to ask these questions. Now you guys tell me, you observe difference between each one of their speech and how they are delivering. Some of them are speaking good, some are speaking really fast, and some are speaking in a really dull tone, right? So that is the thing. We don't focus on that stuff. Whenever we are learning a language, what is the most important thing? The most important thing is when you will speak, so people would love to hear from your side. But if you are speaking and you are speaking in really aggressive tone and really fast and furious tone, so it will not gonna work. If you want to speak a language, you have to set and balance your tone. In our further sessions, I will tell you about one practice that will help you a lot, that how can you set your tone. You got it? Now, let me ask a question, then I will tell you that why I ask questions. Tell me, what do you think? Is there is a difference between communication skills and spoken English skills? What do you think? Is there any difference between spoken English skills and communication skills? What is your point of view? Are they different or same? What do you think? Different. Okay. Good. Fine, fine. So how they are different? If you are thinking that they are same, or if you are thinking they are different, so I'll explain it to you by just giving you example. See, if you went to any store and you want to buy a chocolate that is for diet person, okay, you went to a departmental store to buy a chocolate that is for diet person. Now you went there, there is a sales rep who was standing there. There were hundred of chocolates on the rack. You are not able to understand which chocolate you need to buy. So you call the sales rep and ask which chocolate is for diet person. Now that sales rep have excellent spoken English skills. She is telling about each and every chocolate that is present on the rack. At the end, the boy knows nothing. He was like, I don't know which chocolate to buy. There is a person standing beside that man. So what happened? That person have beginner level English skills. You ask to that person which chocolate for diet person. That person with very beginner level English skills answer ABC chocolate. You got your answer, which is very clarifying. So what does that mean? Spoken English skills demands only speaking, speaking and speaking, but not the clarifying speech. But communication skills demand clarifying speech, brief yet specific. In communication skills, you must need to be very specific and short and clarifying. You got my point? You observe the difference between spoken English and communication skills? Tell me. Yes. So that is the thing. Now, most of the time, if I ask to you guys, where do you live? You have to tell, I live in Lahore. That's enough. If you're saying, I live in Lahore, before Lahore, I live in there, before this, I live in there, it means you don't master your communication skills, right? So if you want to master your communication skills, it is really important that you have patience to listen the question and answer it according to that. That is why. But yes, you can enhance your communication skills. Yes, yes. Recording will be provided to you. My voice is clear to all of you? Voice is clear? Okay. Now, you guys tell me, you have to unmute yourself. See, if you will just kept quiet in this class and you will not speak anything, so it will not gonna work. You have to speak. When you will speak, then you will be able. I know first step is really difficult. I think first three steps are difficult, but gradually when you will speak, you will find it easier. Clear? Now I'm allowing you to unmute. You have to tell me your full name and why you want to speak English. And is there any inspiration, any personality that you admire? Okay. Yes, Mariam, you can unmute yourself.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
My name is Mariam Azizi.
Hmm.
I done my bachelor
Okay, so why you want to speak English?
because, as you all know, it's an international language, and I want to communicate through this language with pupils, with people, and also I want to go in a foreign country for my master degree, and mm, it's the necessary item that you should pass the IELTS or TOEFL exam.
Okay, so which problem you face while speaking English?
I actually when I answer the all of question, it takes time to what should I say? So that's the difficulty that I face, and the pronunciations. I mean, I can't influently pronounce it.
Okay, so is there any inspiration, any personality that you admire?
Uh, I I I didn't got the exact point of this question, but as my opinion, my sister is
Who's your inspiration? Your
in a
sister?
yeah.
Okay, fine, Mariam, good. appreciated. At least you guys speak. So yes, Oppo, you can unmute yourself. Yes, you can unmute yourself. Okay, Waqar Ahmed, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what is your full name?
Ma'am, my name is Waqar Ahmed and I live in Rawalpindi.
Current qualification?
I'm doing chartered accountancy here. I am certified in accounting and finance.
Okay, so why you want to learn English?
Ma'am, because it's become the necessity of the life, because our profession demand it, and our international client as well. We have to speak English very well to communicate.
Okay, so who is your inspiration in English?
My presentation communication skill course, sir, he speaks English very well and tell us that if you want to uh, speak, if you want to make progress in the world, you have to speak English.
Good. Okay. Okay, fine. Glad to hear from your side. Now, I hope that you understand the difference between spoken English skills and communication skills, right? Now, today we are reading a blog post. What we will do in our sessions, we will on almost daily basis or day after the other, we'll read a blog post. Now, reading a blog post is basically means any kind of written information on a website about anything. So here is a blog post. 10 ways to improve your communication skills. Now, I will just read the topic. You have to read it by yourself. Then I will get to know whether you guys able to read or not. Okay. Now, why why communication skills are important? Because instead of spoken English skills, communication skills are more important. Because if your spoken English skills are not good but communication skills are good, then you know how to convey your message in a clarifying way. And almost you can say 75% of employees got their jobs just because of their excellent communication skills. You getting me? How surprising is it? Not because of their excellent spoken English skills, because of their excellent communication skills. Whether you are a manager, you are a freelancer, you are a businessman, woman, or you are an entrepreneur, it depends on you. Communication skills enhancement, really important. So today we will figure out some of the stuff that will help you a lot. My voice is clear. Maybe there is some issue from your side. You are not connected to the audio, I think. Okay, so the first thing, how can you improve your communication skills? First thing, what is written here? Listen, listen, and listen. What does that mean? It means if you want to polish your communication skills, firstly, you need to listen. Suppose, let me give you an example. If there is a meeting going on, formal meeting going on in your office, and you straightly go to your office, enter into the room, and without even listening about the topic, you start speaking. What will happen? It ends up a disaster and embarrassment. To avoid such kind of embarrassment and to avoid that kind of disasters, what you can do? Firstly, you can observe your surrounding and listen to the people. Listen what other people are trying to say. Then give your point of view. Then just say if you want to say something before listen, and then you have to say it. Don't give your opinion firstly. You got my point? You got it? There are a lot of people who are talkative all the time. Suppose if you two guys are talking and there is a third person enter into the room, and without even knowing that you are talking about something important, that talkative person interfere in your affairs. What will happen? You will feel angry, right? You will be offended by that person. You like to sit around that kind of person who are talkative or not? Tell me, who all the time come and interfere in your affairs. You would like that kind of people? Definitely not. You will avoid that kind of people, right? Same is the case. Which kind of people you like? Who listen to you? Most of the time, if I ask you, that which kind of person, you will say people who listen me, who understand me. Same is the case with all people around us. They want to have a person who have this capacity, ability to listen. You observe all the successful people in this whole world. What they do? Are they talkative? No. They read, they observe. They observe the surrounding. All the religious leaders, if we see, they are not talkative. They observe their surrounding. They read as much as they can. They learn as much as they can. And then they speak single line, one line, the quotations, the quote that we used to read in our school. Let me tell you, wait. Let me give you an example. See, these are the quotes. Suppose this is a quotation. Now, all of these quotations consist of maximum one line, right? And this one line explaining you the reality of life. You got my point? This is the perfect example. This is the perfect example of communication skills. Communication skills demand brief yet specific things. Got it? Are you guys getting me or not? Getting me? All of you? Okay, okay. Okay, fine. So this is the thing. And be a good listener. If you want to become a good communicator, firstly, you have to transform yourself into a good listener. If you are a good listener, you will master your communication skills. Okay? Okay, now I want you guys to read it. I want to check your reading styles. Who want to read? Raise your hand. Come on, this paragraph. Who want to read? Raise your hand. Asma Jamal, unmute yourself. Yes, you can unmute yourself, Asma.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Okay, there are specific things to do that can improve your communication skills. It's listen, listen, and listen. People who want to know that they are being heard. People really listen to what other person is saying instead of formulating your response. Ask for clarification to avoid misunderstanding at that moment. The person is speaking to you should be the most important person in your life. Another important point is to have one conversation at a time. This means that if you are speaking to someone on the phone, do not respond to an email or send a text at the same time. The other person will know that she doesn't have your undivided attention.
Okay, you understand something, Asma, or not?
Yes.
Yes, tell me what you
The
understand.
importance of listening.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Agar
Oh, yes, you can unmute yourself. Asma, you can unmute yourself.
Okay. Yes. During a conversation, if you do not understand anyone, so you can ask for the clarification instead of getting the wrong message.
Okay.
And at that moment, the person speaking to you should be the most, or if you're listening to someone, your attention should be the only person who is speaking to you.
Okay, good. Good explanation. So
Is that-
okay, so what is the purpose to let you guys read it and understand it? Because that is a very important point. Sometimes when we were doing the tenses, it sounds a little bit boring, but you have to listen. And also if we associate it with listening English, so what will happen if you listen each and just tell me one thing. When you change your company from good to bad, how even if nobody just tell your parents that you change your company, how your parents identify that you changed your company, you're started joining bad company, how your parents identify this? Nobody told them. So how they just identify that you changed your company and started sitting in a bad company? Yes, tell me. Speaking tone. Yes, what happened through your yes? What happened when you keep sitting and listening the bullshit, the rubbish stuff from your gatherings? Gradually you will start opting it. Gradually you will start speaking it, right? Yes, through our body language. So gradually you will start speaking it. So when you listen English videos for the whole week, same is the case here. Okay? When you keep listening on every single day, you will start speaking it. That words will start coming out of your mouth automatically, whether you are saying it or not. Got it? Next one, who you are talking to matters. Okay, we'll see at the end if there is any time left, then you can introduce yourself. Okay. Okay, next one, who you are talking to matters. Now who want to read this one? Raise your hand. This paragraph. Yes, you can unmute yourself. Jat, you can unmute yourself. Yes.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum.
My name Rabia.
Okay, say it again.
My name is Rabia.
Okay, what is your full name?
My name is Rabia Sakib.
Okay, read this paragraph.
It is okay to use economics and informal language when you are communicating with a buddy. But if you are emailing or texting your boss, hey, TTYL, or any informal language has no place in your message. You cannot assume that the other person now what what the economy means. Some economies have different meanings to different people. Do you want to be misunderstood? Effective communicator target their message based on who they are speaking to. Say, try to keep the other person in mind when you are trying to get your message across.
Okay. Okay, see why I want you guys to read it. For sure, you all are here to learn English, right? But it requires patience, right? It requires patience. It is not 1 day work. It is not 2 day work. It is a long process and you have to be patient. That's what I was saying. Usman, that is what I was saying, that you have to listen, listen, and listen as much as you can. Gradually, you will not be able to understand, but gradually you will understand it. Tell me, the words that I am speaking, you are able to understand the words? I'm not speaking any difficult words. You are familiar with it? Tell me, all of you, if I am speaking something, you are familiar with this word, I am speaking English? No, dear. Urdu is not allowed here. Let me tell you the reason. See, we are all surrounded by Urdu language, right? So how we will learn any other language without even just listening it, right? If, see what happened, you draw a comfort zone, you draw a circle around yourself and you want your instructor to come into that circle and let you teach this language, right? It will not work. You have to get out of your comfort zone and try to put your great efforts. If you will not do it, then you will not be able to learn it. If all the time from Monday to Thursday to Friday, you are listening Urdu, you are listening videos that are English and Urdu mixture, English and Hindi mixture, how you will be able to understand this language? So to understand any language, it is really important that you listen that language as much as you can. Just tell me one thing. People who just went to foreign countries, they are not that much fluent, but after spending 1 to 2 to 3 years, they are speaking English like native English speakers. Why? Because they are keep listening it. They are listening and listening. That is the point. If you just stuck this thought in your mind that I will never able to understand English, I will never able to understand until I just speak it in Urdu, so it will not work. Okay, I am saying, yes, I am saying I'm not using very complicated words. I am using very simple words, right? So you try to understand. You got my point? That is why Urdu is not allowed in this class, because I want at least for 1 hour in this class, you listen as much as you can. Is it clear? And this is just our introductory class. We will cover further so that you will feel the improvement. So right now we just covered these stuffs. I think it is really important now that sharing your course outline with you guys. You have seen your course outline before, right? Let me tell you. See, yes. See, we have 51 participants. If I allowed all of you even to speak for 1 minute, so 50 minutes, we have 60-minute session and 50 minutes will be devoted to you guys. So how it will be possible, right? So you have to be patient. And also you can introduce yourself in your discussion group that will be made soon, okay? My big issues in English, nobody can speak in English. Yes, we will cover gradually, okay? It's just a start. Right now, I'm just drawing a plot. I'm just telling you about your outline, that's how we will cover each and every stuff. You don't need to worry about that. But yeah, one thing that you have to fix in your mind, if you have wasted a single day without listening English, then at the end, you are not, you won't have any right to claim that you are not able to speak English. Got my point? Now, I'm telling you which things we'll cover. If you want to add up something, then you can tell me, okay? On daily basis, your tasks will be mentioned in group. Just look on this portion, this one. Okay, fine. This one, we'll cover grammar, not in the way that we used to do in our schools. We'll do grammar, like I will give you the concept that informal communication and an informal communication. How can you do it? How can you use these tenses, okay? So it's present simple, present continuous, present perfect. And also we will work on some vocabulary words. Then we will cover our past portion. And we have one-on-one conversation in our class. Then in our 3 sessions, we will read communication skills blog post, okay? Then we have 2 techniques that we will implement in the class, that how can you tune your brain in English. Next, again, 2 techniques we have, and again, one-on-one conversation. Basically, what will happen in our class, I will open a blog post and then you have to contribute. You have to speak. I will allow you to unmute yourself and you have to give your point of view, okay? Then we will see that how we can learn English by reading books. Then again, we will recall the techniques. We will work on the prepositions. It seems like grammar play no role in English, but okay, there was issue from my side. My apologies for that. I'm again sharing screen. Screen is visible. Okay, so we will cover prepositions. Okay, we will cover prepositions, and on daily basis, I'll try my best that we will select a blog post. Then you have to do some research. You have to listen a video. Then you have to send 2 minutes audio recording in the group. So it will become easier for you to practice. Then we will start from the casual words. What happens when we start learning English? What we basically do? We start learning from very complicated words, very difficult words, right? So we don't need to do that. We will start from the casual words, the words that you use in your daily routine, like thank you, there, here, or world, call, play, help, these words. When your common words pronunciation will be good, then you will be able to learn the pronunciation of difficult words. You got it? Now, what is your thing? I will mention your task in the group. You have to find out who is your inspiration in English, okay? Because I'm not saying mix of English. If you are watching videos like English plus Urdu, English plus Hindi, no, stop doing that. From now, watch videos specifically that are by native English speakers in pure English without any subtitles. You got it? Because when you watch something with subtitles, what will happen? Your focus is not on listening. Your focus is on reading the subtitles. Okay, and also we will cover modal verbs too. We will cover the techniques, 6 techniques. We will cover all the tenses. We will cover your casual words pronunciation, and we will have your worksheets and one-on-one conversation, and 2 sessions will be about communication skills and formal and informal communication. What does it mean in English? In English, it means in English. How can I say that? In English means? Okay. Okay, fine. So you want to add up something in your course outline, so let me know about it. How I understand about words, word sentences. Word sentences, which word sentences? Okay. So here are some casual words. English to English read. See, there are some difficult version of English and there are some easier version of English. So you can translate from English to English. Install U Dictionary. On U Dictionary, you will get to know that how they will translate difficult English language to the easier one. So it will become easier for you. Okay.